couch, dogs, me, guitar lessons. Hey there, LickNRiffers! Welcome back to yet another awesome fingerstyle arrangement lesson right here on LickNRiff, in which you're going to learn a full fingerstyle arrangement I made especially for you guys and girls of Girls Like You by Maroon 5. It's both simple and complex at the same time, as you're going to see. First I'm going to play it for you so you can see and hear how it goes, and then we're going to break it down lick by lick, note by note, chord by chord with tabs right here on the screen to help us learn. So it goes like this. Enjoy. Alright, so I hope you see what I mean when I say that it's both simple and complex at the same time, because even though it's just 4 chords long, just C, G, A minor, and F, all the way through, yep, just C, G, A minor, and F, you still have some really interesting and challenging fingerstyle patterns and tricks to use. I'm going to show you everything, I'm going to break it down for you, and we're going to learn it. I'm going to show you exactly how I play it. But first I want to let you know that you can learn this tune, Girls Like You, on piano as well. There's an app called Simply Piano by Joy Tunes, and it's a terrific piano learning app. It's probably the best piano learning app out there. I've been using it for quite a while now, before they actually approached me and wanted to sponsor a lesson. So I can attest to the fact that it's really easy to learn piano using Simply Piano. And I've been playing piano honestly for a few years now, but Simply Piano actually helped me learn how to play fixed tunes. I like to improvise, I like to, just play around with chords and such. But Simply Piano was the first experience that actually helped me play fixed songs and melodies and classical pieces, because the app actually hears you play and can correct you when you make a mistake. And that's just invaluable in my opinion. It's just so much fun and it's just intuitive. And that's what I like. I like intuitive learning, and I try to teach you to be intuitive with your music, as you're going to see in this lesson as well. So Simply Piano by Joy Tunes, click the link below in the description and you'll get a whole week of premium membership for free to try it out and test it out and see that I'm not kidding about how great this app is. All right, so we have actually a lot of parts to this song. We have the intro, the first verse, the chorus, the yeah, yeah, yeah part, the second verse, which is different from the first, the synthesizer part, okay? It's short, but it's still there, the bridge, and then you have another chorus, and then you have a higher, different yeah, yeah, yeah part. So you have 8 parts to learn. So what I suggest is practice each part before you move on to the next one, because it'll help you advance. If you memorize one part, then it'll be a lot easier to memorize the next one instead of trying to memorize the whole song in one go. Right, so the intro is probably the trickiest part of them all because of the fingerstyle technique that I'm using. So you start by 3 on the 5th string, okay, a C bass, and then you have 5s on the 4th string. Okay, you have this, the G note. Okay, why not the open 3rd string? Okay, because an open string sounds thin, and you want to be able to control the dynamics here. So what I do is I switch between my thumb and a finger, and I do da 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 da. Okay, so I start with my thumb, and then I play the finger, then the thumb again, then the finger, then the thumb again. Okay, that gives me the right dynamic. Okay, and you can mute as well. Okay. Okay, you can mute it with your palm and play a palm mute while playing that lick. Okay? And then you use the same technique for 0, 3, 0, 2 on the D string. Okay? Again, finger, thumb, okay? Okay, to get that twangy sound. And then 3 on the 5th string again. So you get this. Okay? So practice it. Okay? This might take you a little while, but I promise you that the rest of the song is actually easier than the intro riff. Right, so then you play the 5s again on the D string. Okay, and then instead of 0, 3, 0, 2 on the D string, you have 0, 7, 0, 2. Okay, I'm still muting. Okay, okay, finger, thumb, finger, thumb. Okay, 0, 7, 0, 2, and then 3 on the 5th string again. And then you have the 5s again on the D string. And then you have the first ending. Okay, 0, 3, 0, 2 on the D string, and then it's not 3 on the 5th string. I made a mistake. It's 0, 3, 0, 2 on the D string, and then it's 5 on the D string with your little finger, with your pinky. Okay, because you're gonna need to play 2 on the D string again, so you need to put them both. Okay, you need to have them both ready. The 4th on 2, the little finger on 5. So okay, it's 5 on the A string, the 5th string, and then okay, 0, 2, 2, 0 on the D string. Okay, 0, 2, 2, 0 again, alternating between the thumb and the finger. Okay, I start with my finger this time. Okay, and then the open D string, and then 5 on the 5th string. Now, why not play the D string twice? Okay, again, because it sounds awkward. I want a change in sound. So playing the D string, and then the 5 on the A string gives me 2 separate sounds for the same note. Okay, so that's my trick. Right, so that's the intro. Okay, 5 at the end there, okay, 3rd time. Okay, and then 5 on the 5th string. You can vibrate for a moment if you like. Okay, just vibrate it just for a moment there. Okay, so you put on a C chord and you play 1, 1, 1 on the second string, and then the open E string with 3 on the fifth string. Okay, the C bass. And then you have, okay, 3, 1 on the second string. I harmonize with the third string. Okay, you can play the whole chord. Okay, you can play the whole chord, but I want to leave room to variate on the chords because it's the same chords all the time, so I want to leave room for variation later. So I just play, okay, just 1, 1, 1 on the second string, open E string with the C bass, 3 on the fifth string, and 3, 1 on the second string. Then you do exactly the same thing, okay, but with a G bass, okay, 3 on the sixth string. So that's all you put on with your third finger. So, okay, you play the open E string with G. Okay, and again, you can harmonize. Okay, okay, and when you play the open E string, let go of the 1 on the second string, and then you can play the whole chord. Okay? Okay, because when you're playing the 1, 1, 1, you're still on C. Okay? 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 So you actually make the chord change when you play the open E string with the G bass. So you can play strings 1, 2, 3, and 6. And then 3, 1 on the second string. And then you have the verse riff. Okay, now the verse riff starts with, okay, 3, 3 on the second string, and I like to vibrate it just a little, okay, for a groove. And after you play the 3, 3, you immediately play this, okay, the open A bass, the open A string, the fifth string, and then the intro riff, the 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 0, 3, 0, 2 on the D string. And then I play 1 on the sixth string, F, the F bass with my thumb, and then I play 0, 2, 0, 0 on the D string. Okay, again, using the alternation between a thumb and a finger. So, okay, so that's the verse riff. So memorize this, work on this, because it appears after every single line. Okay? Okay, so 3, 3 on the second string. Okay, and then A, and then 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 0, 3, 0, 2 on the D string, thumb on 1 on the sixth string, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0 on the D string. Memorize this. After you memorize it, you go back to C and you play 1, 1 on the second string. Okay, again into C, so you can harmonize with the third string. And then you have 3 on the E string with the C bass or the C chord. Okay, and then 1 on the second string, so you don't have to change anything. And then you do exactly the same thing with G. Okay, this time 1 on the second string still stays there. Okay, so you just have to change the bass note. Okay, from 3 on the fifth to 3 on the sixth. Okay, so. And then the verse riff. Okay, 3, 3 on the second, A, 5, 5, 5, 5, 0, 3, 0, 2 on the D string, 1 on the sixth string, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0 on the D string. This is the last time I'm going to call it out. You should have paused the video and memorized it by now, right? And then you have this cool lick. You have the open G string twice, giving you time to move here to the vicinity of the 7th, 8th, and 9th frets. And then you have this, okay, 8 on the 6th string with your thumb. This is a C bass note again, with, okay, 9, bend, unbend on the G string, on the 3rd string, and then you open it again. So it's 0, 0, 9, bend, unbend, 0 on the 3rd string. Okay, with 8 on the 6th string with the bend, unbend on 9. So, okay, and then you have the open G string twice more, giving you time to move back to the vicinity of the 1st frets, and you put your thumb on the G bass, 3 on the 6th string, because you need another bend. Okay, this time 5 on the second string. So it's 5 on the second string with the bass, okay, with the G bass, and then the open third string again. So, okay, so practice that, okay? I'm gonna discuss the rhythm later, okay? I just want you to learn the notes now. Okay, so get your fingers acquainted with with this, and then the verse riff. Then you have 1 3 3 on the second string into a C chord. Okay, so you can play the whole chord. Okay, it's C, the C chord, with 3 on the second string. This is C add 9. So okay, you can vibrate the whole chord if you like. And then the open third string twice. And then exactly the same thing with G. Okay? Okay, just 3 on the second string and 3 on the sixth string. Okay, with C you need the 2 on the fourth. Okay, but this time you just need these two, the 2 3s on 2 and 6. So okay, this time you can harmonize the third string with the fourth. Okay? Okay, and this gives you, okay, the chord sound as well. And verse riff. Okay? Then you have the chorus. Now, this is where the slapping comes in. So before we discuss that, I just want to spend 10 seconds talking about the rhythm. Okay, you can just arpeggiate the chords or just play the bass again. Okay, before you add the slaps on the first chorus. Okay, you can. Okay, so. Okay, you can play the bass again a couple of times just between the melody lines. Okay. Okay, this is good practice. Or you can just randomly play notes out of the chord. Okay, this is an arrangement. You don't have to be exact. Okay, you can play around with it, create your own variation. But I suggest keep it simple. Just play the bass. Otherwise, you get confused like I just did. Okay, so just add one extra bass note if you like, or just okay, keep it simple. Now for the chorus. Okay, it's right, it's 1 1 3 on the second string and then the open E string. Okay, and you play the C chord with the second 1. Okay, and I play the whole chord along with each note. When I play the second string, I play strings 2, 3, and 4. Okay, when I play the E string, the first string, I play strings 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it's okay, and I mute it in between. Okay, okay, to create that groove, and the slapping comes in. Right? With that last note, with the open E string. So you slap the top notes, okay, or the bottom notes musically, the bass notes. You slap the bottom strings and, okay, throw your hand open to hit strings 1, 2, and 3, or just 1 and 2. So it's, right? And then you get the slapping rhythm. So it's, okay, and then 1, 1, 1 on the second string, and then G. Okay, this time it's just the second string, 0, 1, 3 with G. Okay, with the G bass, with 3 on the sixth string. Okay, so again, you can slap with the last note. Okay, so, right, and then it's, okay, it's 2, 2, 2, 2 on the third string into A minor. So you can just play the A bass along with the last 2. Right? And you can also play strings 3, 4, and 5, right, for an A5 chord. So the way to do Okay, this and mute it in between is just to let go of the note. Okay, to stop pressing it here. Okay, okay, you pick and stop pressing, but you keep touching the string. Okay, so it's like okay, just letting go of the note each time. Okay, it's a really cool technique once you get it down under your fingers. So, okay, and you can also play 2 on the D string to harmonize. Okay, again, this is an arrangement. Okay, and play the A bass with that last note, and then 1-3 on the second string. Okay, so again, you can slap with that 3. Okay, and then you have this. Okay, you have the 2-2-2-2 again on the third string, but this time with F. So it's harmonized with 3 on the D string. Okay, this for A minor and this for F. So I put on the fingerstyle F, which is 1, 2, and 3 on strings 2, 3, and 4. Okay, just like the small F chord, the unbarred F chord, but with the open E string. Okay, because we don't need it right now, and if we do need it, we need the open E string for the melody, as you're gonna see in subsequent parts, with 1 on the 6th string with my thumb. Okay, okay, that leaves this finger free for soloing and also for opening strings as well, and using the open E string if we need to. Okay, so put on this shape. Okay, so it's 2-2-2-2 on the 3rd string into the chord, so you can harmonize with 3 on the 4th. And play 1 on the 6th on the last note, and then 1-3 on the 2nd string. You can play the whole chord. So, right, and that's the chorus, right? So C. Okay, so what I do here is I play the A minor, right, and I need to change to this F. And I have to play really fast notes, da 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 da. So I just play the open G and D strings in between. Okay, and this creates another lick, okay, unintentionally, but it adds to the music. So, okay, so, yeah, and that way, okay, you just add, you sprinkle in an extra something there. So C, okay, you can slap. G, you can slap that last note. Okay, A minor, you can harmonize with the D string. Okay, and I'm just don't want to make too much noise because when I slap it, kind of scares the dogs. So I'm sorry about that. All right, so you end by 1-1 on the 2nd string, bringing you back to C. So, and then you do it again. You repeat the chorus twice. Right, and then you have the yeah, yeah, yeah part. Okay, so you play the C bass, and then 1-1-0 into a G chord. Okay, so you play the G chord along with the open 2nd string. So, okay, and then the 2nd string twice, and then 2 on the 3rd string with A minor, so I just play strings 3, 4, and 5, and then you have 1-1-1-1 on the 2nd string into the F chord, so, okay, and then 3 on the 2nd string with your little finger, and the open E string that I told you that we're going to use, so, okay, and then 1-1 on the 2nd string, and you repeat the yeah, yeah, yeah part, so C, okay, 1-1-0 into G on the 2nd string, and then the open 2nd string twice, and then A5, 2 on the 3rd string, 2 on the 4th, open 5th, and then 1-1-1 on the 2nd string, still with A minor. You can harmonize with 2 on the 3rd, and then you change into F. Okay, 1-3 on the 2nd string. You can play strings 2, 3, and 4. And then you can just slap your heart away with the open E string. And then 1-1 on the second string. Now the second time you play the yeah, 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 you don't play that 1-1 on the second string because you start playing the second verse, which starts with 1-1 on the second string. Okay, it's a little confusing, but just use that last 1-1 as the beginning of the next verse. Just think about it that way. So, okay, it's 1-1 on the second string, as I just said, and then C with 3 on the E string, and then slide from 3 to 5, and you can slap. Okay? 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 Then you do the same thing with G. Okay? Exactly the same thing. Verse riff. Okay? And then 1-1-3 slide to 5 on the second string. Immediately you play the 3 on the 5th and then the open 3rd. Okay? Okay? 1-1-3 slide to 5 on the second, 3 on the 5th string, and then the open 3rd. Okay? Immediately. Okay? And then same thing with G. Okay? So you can play strings 3 and 4. Okay? With C, you can't because you don't have the E note there. Okay? So you can harmonize with G. And then verse riff. And then you have 1-1-3 on the second string with C and then 1. Okay? Don't think I should explain this, right? Pretty straightforward. And then okay, not the same thing. Okay, 1-1-3 on the second into G, and then the open E string. Right, and then you have the same last line from the first verse. Yeah, exactly the same. 1-3-3 on the second into C, and then the open 3rd string twice. And then 3-3 on the second string into the verse riff, but he adds an extra word there. So you can play the first 5 on the 3rd string if you like. Okay, because he's singing this note, okay, the C note. So okay, you can play the A bass and then 5 on the 3rd, and then the rest of the riff is the same. Okay, 5-5-5-5 on the D string, and so on and so forth. So and then you have the chorus again, and then the verse again, and then you have the synthesizer solo, which is not really a solo, it's just a break in the song. So it's C, okay, with 1 on the second string, and then you have okay, slide to 5 on the E string, and then G with 3 on the second string, so you play strings 2, 3, 4, and 6. So it's C, okay? Okay, and you can slap in between. Okay, and then okay, it's 5 bend unbend on the second string, and then 1 on the second with A minor. So you can play the whole chord. Okay, or you can play just 1 on the second string with A, and then just slap the chord. Okay, so okay, and then you have this line again. Okay, the line that ends the yeah, yeah, yeah part. Okay, it's exactly the same. It's 1-1-1-1 on the second into F, 3 on the second, open E string, 1-1 on the second. Okay, so and then you have the bridge. Now the bridge doesn't have chords, but they play a high note to indicate the chord. So for C and A minor, you have the 1 on the second string, and for G, you have the open second string. So that's what you play. You play 1 on the second string, and then you use that alternating finger and thumb technique to play this. Okay, 2-2-2-2-2, pull off the 0 on the D string on the 4th, 3-3 on the 5th. Okay, which is the kind of the head of a C chord. So okay, and you should leave the high C note ringing. Okay, so and then you play the open second string. You do the same line. Okay, so it's okay, and then it's 1 again on the second string, and you have, right? I added that F bass to indicate the harmony, so it's 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 pull off to 0 on the D string, which is not the same because it's a longer line. Right? It's not. It's okay. You have an extra note there, so it's okay, and then 3 on the 5th, and then open 4th, thumb on 1 on the 6th string, 3 on the 5th, harmonizing it for an F5 chord. So right? You play this twice. Chorus, right? And then the final part, yeah, yeah, yeah. This time it's high, so you play the C chord or the C bass, and then you slide to 7 7 7 with your little finger. You stretch for a G bass. This is the piano G, right? With that high B note, right? Right? You play the G chord, strings 1, 2, 3, and 6, 7 and 3 on 1 and 6, and then 7 7 on the E string, and then this A minor. It's 8 5 5 on strings 1, 2, and 3. You bar 5, okay, on the first 3 strings, so it's 8 5 5 with A with the 5th string. So you have this. And then the last line of the previous yeah, yeah, yeah part. Right? And then again. Okay, the second time you can do 7 slide to 8, slide to 7 on the E string. Okay, just push it and pull it back. Okay, and then you have just the 5 5 5 and the A bass. Okay, just an A minor chord. So okay, it's a little bit out of tune from all those twangy sounds. That's basically it. And then after you play the yeah, yeah, yeah second part, the high part, you play the intro again. Okay, and so on and so forth. And you end on the 5 on the 5th string. And that's your lesson. So the link in the description for the tab, it's for free. And also the link for Simply Piano by Joy Tunes. Fantastic app. Trust me on this. Go and see for yourself. So download the tab. It's for free. Everything is for free here on LickNRiff, just like this lesson. So first, subscribe if you haven't already, because there are hundreds, literally hundreds of free lessons for your guitar education pleasure. So if you want to give something back anyway, there's also a link for a Patreon page, so you can pledge anything you like. Everything goes right back into LickNRiff, or a one-time donation via the donation button on the website when you go download the tab. So I thank you in advance for your generosity, and thank you very much for watching. Go enjoy this fabulous, fabulous song. Bye for now. Enjoy.